careful. Since the moment you start with the business model canvas, you may be tempted to immediately write down on a blank sheet of paper the individual pieces of information you would like to put on the document. The canvas is a very large document, so the moment you find yourself printing it, perhaps on a small piece of paper, it can be very difficult to figure out what kind of information to put in. So a suggestion is that before starting with the course, think about how to have a real canvas at hand. One good thing is that you can download it completely free of charge. There's a website called Strategizer, which is really connected with the people who created this book that allows you to download it completely free of charge. So if you can print it in a large format, it will certainly be easier for you because this way you can put information on it and post-it notes. Consider that the business model canvas also changes depending on when you write it. Maybe you have new customers, you have new revenue lines, and therefore it can be very useful to print several copies to see the one that seems most in line with what you would like to create. If you have a team, if there are people who are working with you, it's very helpful to discuss the canvas together. If you have a large format, you can have more people looking at it. Everyone can say their opinion. The suggestion is to print the canvas with a very large format rather than, as we said, fit on a small sheet, because at the moment when 9 different sections have to be put, we are really talking about a very large amount of material. All organizations' business model can be described with 9 basic building blocks. In the next step, you will explore how to define your customer segments, the value proposition for each segment, the channels to reach customers, customer relationships you establish, the revenue streams you generate, the key resources and key activities you require to create value, the key partners, and the cost structure for the business model. Try to be also ready for comments and discussions on the canvas because certainly the team creates a bit of tension because maybe in the customer part you imagine different people. In the revenue part you think there are different alternatives. In this case you really have to try to discuss why the business model canvas can also be created by each person individually. But if you can create one which works for everyone, it is a great starting point to then create what you are trying to do. You also have to think that the canvas changes over time. So when you print this document, as we said, there are different types of opportunities. You can then try to change it, but it won't remain something constant over time. So you always have to think that when you change something within the company, this change will have to be on the canvas as well. If you don't like this type of procedure, you can always try to collaborate with tools you find online. For example, Miro allows you to have a template for the business model canvas, which can be handy if you are not in the same room. The suggestion is always to be very open to suggestions because from the business model canvas, you then start right into the creation of the company.